Hello students, welcome to our third video on chapter 1 solid state. In this video we shall study about cubic system and relationship between molar mass and density. Let's get started with cubic system. There are three types of cubic unit cells as follows. First, simple cubic unit cell abbreviated as SC has particles at the 8 corners of the cube. Second, body-centered cubic unit cell abbreviated as BCC has particles at its 8 corners and an additional particle in the center of the cube. Third is face-centered cubic unit cell abbreviated as FCC has particles at its 8 corners and at the center of each of 6 faces of the cube. The pictorial representation of simple cubic unit cell is as follows. As you can see in the three-dimensional figures, the red color particles placed at the corners of the cube, there are 8 such particles in the simple cubic unit cell. Body-centered cubic unit cell BCC structure. You can see in the first figure there are black color 8 particles at the vertex of the cube and one orange color particle at the center of the cube. This makes the body-centered cubic unit cell. In the second figure, all the particles are touching each other. In the last figure, the contribution of the particles is shown. Face-centered cubic unit cell FCC structure. You can see in the first figure there are 8 black color particles at the vertex of the cube and there are 6 orange color particles, one each at the 6 faces. Thus there are 8 plus 6, 14 particles in a face-centered cubic unit cell. Let us now see the number of particles in cubic unit cells. First one is simple cubic unit cell. It has particles at the 8 corners. When these unit cells are stacked together, particle at each corner of a given unit cell is shared with 7 other neighboring cubes that come together at that corner. As a result, the corner particle contributes its 1/8 part to the unit cell. Thus, a simple cubic unit cell has 1/8 into 8 is equal to 1 particle per unit cell. Next is body-centered cubic unit cell. It has particles at the 8 corners and an additional particle at the center of the cube. Each particle is shared with the 7 neighboring cubes. Corner particle contributes 1/8 part to the unit cell. The unit cell has 1/8 into 8 is equal to 1 particle per unit cell from the corners. The particle at the center of a given cube is not shared by any other cube. Hence, it belongs entirely to the given unit cell. Thus, BCC unit cell has 1 particle from 8 corners plus 1 particle in the center of the cube, making total of 2 particles per BCC unit cell. This is the arrangement of identical spheres in body-centered cube where the contribution of the corner particles and the center particle is shown. Next is face-centered cubic unit cell. It has particles at 8 corners and 1 particle each at the center of its 6 faces. Each particle shared with the 7 neighboring cubes. The corner particle thus contributes 1/8 part to the unit cell. The unit cell has 1/8 into 8 is equal to 1 particle per unit cell from the corners. There are 6 particles at the center of each face. Each particle at the face is shared with one neighboring cube. From 6 faces, 1/2 into 6 is equal to 3 particles belong to given unit cell. Thus, the total particles in the face-centered cubic unit cell are 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 particles. Face-centered cubic unit cell is shared by 8 unit cells. So, total number of atoms per FCC unit cell is 8 into half plus 6 into half equal to 4. The last three-dimensional figure shows the contribution of the corner particles and the particles at the face to one single unit cell. After looking at the 3 types of unit cells, we can conclude with the following important points. First, each corner particle of a cube is shared by 8 cubes. Each face particle is shared by 2 cubes, and each edge particle is shared by 4 cubes. Now we'll go to the relationship between molar mass, density of the substance, and unit cell edge length. The relationship is deduced in the following steps. If edge length of a cubic unit cell is A, the volume of unit cell will be A cube. Suppose that mass of one particle is small m and that there are n number of particles per unit cell. Then mass of unit cell will be equal to m, that is mass of one particle, into n number of particles, m into n. Let this be equation 1. Further, the density of unit cell rho, which is same as density of the subsubstance, is given by rho is equal to mass of unit cell upon volume of unit cell. Therefore, rho is equal to small m into n upon A cube, that is equal to density of substance. Let this be equation 1.2. Now, molar mass capital M of the substance is given by capital M is equal to mass of one particle into number of particles per mole. That is equal to small m into Avogadro's number. Let this be equation number 1.3. Combining the equation 1.1 and equation 1.3, we get rho is equal to small n into capital M divided by A cube into n suffix A. Let this be equation 1.4. By knowing any 4 parameters of the equation 1.4, the fifth can be calculated. This is the relationship between density, that is rho, molar mass, that is capital M, and unit cell edge length, that is small a, of a unit cell. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you have understood the different types of unit cells in detail. In the next video, we shall study about the packing of particles in crystal lattices. Until then, stay tuned.